Soap Witch here, back with another wash day video. Woohoo! Today is just going to be a wash and go, working on styling with my new test custard. Look at that hair, okay. Styling with the new test custard. But tonight, I am just going to do a hot oil treatment. So, I've been just like, there's really nothing on my hair. Like, it's nothing, okay. But I feel like just spraying it a little bit with some water has been, like, it makes it a little easier. I'm trying to massage it in a tiny bit with my fingers. It makes it, I'm so ADHD that I interrupt myself. It's bad, okay. I feel like it just kind of helps me, I didn't spray enough. Get out your words, woman. Okay. Part my hair a little better as opposed to the whole, trying a whole dry operation, which I don't feel like really goes well. Ends well. It's not it. It's not it. Apparently this ain't it either, because it's just being extra defiant. Like, come on. I look like I probably said this before, but I kind of look like I'm looking off to the side or whatever, because my mirror is back here. So anywho, to get to the point, right? I'm gonna split this hair down the middle-ish, kind of, sorta. And then I'm gonna, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so let's start there. Just gonna split it down the middle. Let's spray some more back here. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. So yeah, it has been a minute since I have done a new video. The last video that I posted was from 6 months ago. But for real though, life has been lifing a whole lot. And so, what am I doing? What is happening here? I don't know. I've been sort of trying to keep up, not doing the best job, but you know, things have been happening. Y'all know I am the Soap Witch, and Soap Witchcrafts is my business, and I am the singular owner, operator, maker, everythinger. And I also still have my day job, right? And then there's a whole family and kids business, and husband, and myself. And so, like, you know, where does she find the time? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I don't. So I'm gonna put this here in the backup too. I'm having about 5 conversations, you know, at the same time. This is what's happening. So my computer, it's my COVID computer. That's what I've been calling it. I bought it in 2020. It is the most hateful piece of garbage I've ever laid eyes on. And that's me using my nice words, okay? So here I'm just gonna moisten up my hair, right? And not overly wet. Like, I'm not trying to saturate it like I'm gonna wash it. But you know, just a little water ain't never hurt nobody. Especially a high porosity girl like me. So, and I just take my fingers and like just rake it through to just get that moisture going, right? Okay. And so, I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about. But you know, I am going to try to tell you what I'm doing with my hair also, because that's kind of the point of the video, right? I mean, I guess the point is whatever I decide to make it be, but this is a wash day. You know, okay. Anywho, where's my hot oil? Oh. So, this is my oil. It's called Acute Anointing, and let me just, it's dripping everywhere. Let's just fix that. Okay, so Acute Anointing is my oil. I use it for whatever I want. Styling, just give my hair moisture, hot oil treatment, that's what I use it for. So it's got this lovely applicator tip that I absolutely adore. And I can take it and just dump this oil right here. I had slacked off on doing this for like a month, and it shows. So I'm trying to get back to doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I just put a hearty, healthy amount here right directly on the scalp. And with the hot oil treatment, first of all, let me just tell you, I warmed it up in a hot water bath. So I filled up this sink over here with extra hot, super steaming water. And then I stuck the bottle in there for like 15 minutes. I have found that for me, in the temperature that I want it to be, just adding a little bit more, right? Okay. That 15 minutes, slow on my hands, okay? 15-minute mark gets the oil nice and warm, okay? And I take it out. You saw me do that part. I dry it off with my towel, whatever towel I have near, and then I use the very extremely warm oil on my hair. You don't actually want it hot. You don't want it hot. You want it very warm. Okay. And so then there's a bunch of controversy. Like, why is there so much controversy in the natural hair community? This is preposterous and unnecessary. Just do you, okay, whatever. But over whether or not you should moisten your hair or not. So I don't saturate it, but a little moisture is helpful. So far I've done it with fairly saturated hair. I've also done it on very dry hair. And I've just found that adding a little moisture, it does the job for me. Okay, so then I just put some in my hand, and I'm not going to show you that because then the oil's going to run everywhere and make a mess. But I did put a nice little amount on my hand, and then I'm just putting that on my hair. Gonna do a little prayer handsy it. Just be making up stuff and saying preposterous words. Okay, try to make sure I get these ends. I just make sure I get all of it because like I feel like all of my hair needs all of the help it can get. Okay, so just gonna keep running that through. I think I got a good enough amount in there. I feel like I just used to overdo it, but as a high porosity person, I feel like historically I have just always overdone my products. Still probably do now, because even today it's still adjustment figuring out how much product I actually need, because my hair's supposed to soak it up. Okay, after I get this just thoroughly coating all of the hair, eventually I'm gonna get there, right? Okay, I twist it up in a bantu knot. Yeah, okay, get my words together. To just get it out the way, basically. That's what I do. You don't gotta put it in a bantu knot. This is like not a necessary part of the process, and half the time I don't even want to stay, like right now. But stop. Disobedient. So then I go on with the next section. So I'm gonna do the same process all the way around to every single section. It's gonna be 4 sections, and that's one going. Okay, now that we done got all that out the way. Yeah, life been lifing. I feel like I was somewhere in that vicinity when I iterated myself. And my COVID computer, the hideous, awful, horrid thing. And so it just made life really difficult. And I was just kind of putting up with it because I was just like, I don't know if I can really get a new computer right now. Like, when I say life has been lifing, it has. Like, I was like, is a new computer really in the cards? Is it really in the mix for me with all of lifing and going on? I forgot to add that I also like to add some oil right here at this hairline, because it gets to looking dry and stupid. You could probably see it over here how it gets to doing, and that's because I just got to slacking. It's all my fault, like straight up. Have nobody to blame but myself. The back is a little easier, and I don't feel like I have to use as much stuff back here because it's just, it never got as damaged as the front. It's low maintenance compared to the front. So anywho, as I was saying, so I was questioning whether or not I should get a new computer, and the answer just turned out to be it became a necessity. It was becoming impossible to edit the videos in my software because the computer was just so horrendous at life. Like, it just could not do anything. That it would just freeze and get stuck. And like, y'all, I don't ever think I've explained to y'all, maybe I don't have any patience. And what I don't have patience for is hideously performing technology. It just became such a struggle to try to get the videos done. It would take me like hours and hours and days and days. And so like with all the other stuff that I was trying to get done, like making additional products, like hair products, adding new fragrances, updating my website, which I have done, and it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. You should totally check it out. Then I was creating my whole new soap line, my aloe vera soap line, which is magnificent. Check that out too. Okay, just go plug everything. Okay, but like there's been a lot of things that I've been trying to work on, and it was just so impossible with that stupid computer. So I got a new one. So I got a new one, and so I'm really hoping that it will help me just become more consistent, because I do actually enjoy making the videos, and I used to enjoy editing and posting them until my computer just made it all but impossible. So we'll see. But anyway, so I'm ideally at minimum wanting to post once a month, but maybe I'll get back to posting once a week, just depending on how things go, you know, with the computer. I'm still, you know, working on products because I don't know how to control myself, but you know, doing the whole business thing, it's just well, it's tough, especially because I formulate, make, create everything, like all the products, everything about this business, creating the labels, you know, packing like it's me, just me by my own self, sending out emails to my very small email list, please subscribe. Feel free to subscribe so I can have some more people to email. That would be lovely. In my email list, I send out a nice little pop of joy to start your week, a little motivational, thingamajig. And then I also try to post, stuff, tips about hair or new upcoming products or sales, whatever. All those things, just whatever. And so, I'm just trying to find people that if they interested, my tribe, if you will. Man, this is like real life little frustrations that happen when you own or run your own business and it's just you by yourself, because there's only so many hours in the day. I don't intend to be a workaholic that never has time for myself or my family. That's not it. I'm just trying to figure out, there's a balance here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Anywho, I am trying to get back to posting regularly because I did really enjoy it. I really enjoy doing my hair. I was telling my BFF that I never thought that I would get to the place where I would just really just fall so in love with my own natural hair. Because for the longest I just straightened my hair. And I haven't had a relaxer, I've probably said this much time, since 1998. I was 16 the last time I got my last relaxer. But we didn't have like the YouTubes and the gurus and all that stuff then. It was just like, I read an article in some black magazine one day that said Jill Scott did the equivalent of twist out, because I don't think we were calling it that then. And that was how I learned to do my first twist out. And I had to sort of figure it out by myself. So I mean, it's just been a long journey of figuring all this out. My hair has never really looked this good. I've completely entered myself earlier. Don't remember what I was talking about, so I'm just gonna move on. My hair has never looked this good. Never been this full, thick, and healthy. It's not just products, that's what I was gonna say. It's also about your regimen. Being very consistent with your routine is so incredibly important. So even though I had gone natural, I still wore my hair straight a good part of time, of the year, especially not during the summertime when there's just no point in straightening it. But I wore my hair straight most of the time. And we was using hot combs. Wasn't no silk press with no flat iron. At the time, wasn't no flat iron was gonna get my hair straight. There was just those little trash cheap ones that you got from your local Sally or something that was useless, almost. And it wasn't until I was somewhere in college, 2000 something, 4, 5, I don't know, that they were really getting into the whole flat iron deal, the silk press, all that. And I was still wearing my hair straight predominantly for all that time. And so, because I just thought it looked better. But that's because I was used to, maybe possibly indoctrinated into believing that. I don't know. I can't tell you. But that's what we were doing mostly. Even if you didn't have a relaxer, you still wore your hair straight. And nobody really knew what to do. And for a long time, I did not bother with trying to wear my natural hair texture. I honestly didn't even know what my own curl pattern looked like. I never heard of 4ABC, nothing. And to be honest, I still think porosity matters way more than the letter number combination. And that's the hill I'm just prepared to die on. Fight me. It's the hill I'm prepared to die on. So, learning all that stuff has really been a huge deal and a huge help. But I didn't really start trying to nourish and promote, or whatever the word is I'm looking for. I can never think of words when I'm trying to talk to other people, make me look stupid. Anyway, my own natural hair pattern. And it wasn't until I really did a ton of research and work on the internets, right, that I really just got the information that I needed to really help me with that regimen. And this is 2024? Is that what year this is? I don't even know what year it is. 2020, since we went remote and pretty much stayed remote, I was like, I'm really going to try this wash and go natural hair thing to this degree, because it didn't matter if I jacked it up, no one's really going to see it. Because I wasn't going anywhere, right? So that was when I really just made the commitment and just dove headfirst into just figuring it out. And it took me some years. You can see the history. It's all on YouTube. It's all in that history of me going through that process and just seeing what the hair looked like. And it is a huge transformation. It's wild. It's almost time, maybe. I don't know. I do a transformation video every year. I think I usually do it at the beginning of the year, so it's not time yet. But I usually do a whole this is what my hair looked like. This is what it looked like from then to now, and just the huge difference that, what am I trying to say? The huge difference in my hair, okay, from then to now. But I just started realizing that I would get my silk pressed, because I do it like twice a year. It's almost time to get my hair trimmed. Just realizing that, like, always at the end of it, I'd be excited and ready to go back to my natural curls, because I really just fell in love with it. I just think that our type 4 texture is really beautiful. I watch about 806,000 hair videos from influencers and YouTubers and everything, watching them do their hair, because I just love the look of our hair and our hair type. I just think it's so beautiful. So I'm gonna put all this stuff on my head now that I've been finished applying all the oil and stuff. So I start off with the shower cap here. That's what I put on the base here at the bottom, whatever, it's under all the other stuff. And then I go put this bonnet on. If I could get it on my head, let's try it again. Okay, I wish I knew where the scissors were, because it's gonna drive me up a wall. Okay, just tuck that in and pretend like it's not there. Okay, so then I'm gonna put this scarf on. The reason that I am putting all this stuff on my head is, one, I don't want to get oil all over everything. I don't want to get it all over my clothes. I don't want to get it all over my bedding. I don't want to get it everywhere. Two, it does help generate and trap some heat on my head, and I feel like that helps the oil do its job better. So anywho, that's where we are. That's what we're doing. Yeah, I'm glad to be back on a regular basis. Hopefully, cross out my fingers that I don't go 6 months between this video and the next one. I don't intend to. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and go. See you tomorrow. So it's the next morning. I got to get this off my head. I'm not a fan. We discussed that a bunch of times. I know. Okay, freedom. Promise I'm not just throwing stuff on the floor. It's like a cubby thing over there. Okay, there we go. There's also a trash can over there. I promise I'm not just throwing junk all over the floor. So just a little twist in the other direction gets that loosened up, and I can take it down. There we go. Guess I'm low on commentary because it's still so early. I'm not a morning person, but I am. That's weird. I don't know. I'm a sullen, quiet morning person. Alright, so it's all down. There we go. Next steps. There really isn't this whole lot of organization to this. Gonna wash my hair. That's gonna get a voiceover, because for me, I don't know if it's the ADHD, but I can't sit there and try to talk to you in a noisy shower while I wash my hair and stuff. It's too much stimulation or something. So yeah, voiceover is gonna be, and then it's gonna be styling the hair. Okay then. So we're about to get into washing this hair, but today we're going to take a long-winded approach, because, you know, why not? I'm going to start off by thoroughly saturating my hair, because I feel like that's the best way to get the best lather and clean my hair the best. Okay, so yeah, the long-winded approach. Let me just, you know, try to keep my words in some kind of orderly fashion. Good luck. Okay, I hear you. So I just kind of wanted to do it this way because I felt like it would give a more realistic idea of how long it actually takes me to actually cleanse my hair. So my hair is thoroughly saturated, and I like to use my hands, stand under the water and just use my hands to kind of just help the water penetrate the hair, comb my fingers through. I just like the water, so sometimes I just play in it. Everybody always turns around and does this back shot of their hair showing off the length, so I felt like, why not? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm immature. Anyway, so this is Whipped Wonder, my whip shampoo, one of the best wonders ever. And so that's the consistency. I never actually show me dipping it out of the jar, so that's me dipping it out of the jar. That is the exact amount that I use. And then I like to put my hair back under the shower water. I want it soaking wet, okay? I rub it in between, by it I mean the Whipped Wonder whip shampoo. I rub it in between my hands just enough to kind of separate it, like in between my hands, get an even amount in between my hands. And I don't like lather it, okay, in my hands. I just wipe it or rub it or whatever it all over my hair, and then I start to massage my scalp with my fingertips while I get that delectable lather going. I make sure I get the whole scalp, you know, from the front of my head to the nape of my neck, and I don't really pay attention to the mid or ends of my hair, because then my amounts of research that I do and all of my YouTube video watching, they say, they being those gurus and professionals and all those other people that know better than me, that you really just are wanting to concentrate on your scalp when you wash your hair, because that's where the most buildup and grime, dirt, whatever you're trying to get off your scalp is. Typically I don't have much buildup on my hair because I'm high porosity anyway, and so mostly I'm just washing to get the oil out from the hot oil treatment. And so since I don't wash the mids and ends, I just take the shampoo, the suds, and just squeeze it all down the hair. I honestly was a little what is that ringing in the background? How dare you? Sorry. I honestly was a little skeptical that it was going to get the rest of my hair clean enough. But will you know that it does? Okay. So that's what I do. And I think that maybe, don't quote me on this or do, it might be a big part of what's contributed to me getting some additional length here, because my hair has grown out quite a bit since the video 6 months ago. Anywho, we're not going to dwell on that. We're not going to dwell. So I have been taking that to heart and only just really scrubbing at the scalp and washing that hair there, and then just dragging the rest of the suds through the mids and the ends, and then rinsing it out. So I'm going in for that second wash, and that little bit, just watch me, you think I'm playing. The shampoo lasts forever. I'm not just tooting my own horn because I made it, but it really does, because you really do not need a lot. And so I go in with the second wash. I didn't used to because I didn't feel like I needed it, but especially when I do the hot oil treatment, I go in with that second wash. So I do the same exact things that I showed before. I still really only go in on the scalp, and it's that top of my head from my hairline, my forehead, that big old thing anyway, to the nape of my neck, or the back of my head, wherever it is. And I really don't do a lot of scrubbing or coating of the mid to ends, because they say it's drying. Did I already say that? And so they say the smallest amount of manipulating or whatever you do to that parts of the hair kind of protects it. I don't know, it seems to be working. I'm not here to doubt what they say. Okay, so look at all that suds just from that teeny tiny, it's going everywhere. I'm getting covered just from that little bitty amount that I put on there. So now that I'm all done with that, I'm just going to take that once again. Okay, and I also, there's a method to the madness, but I also just think it's fun to play in the suds. I'm not going to lie to you. It's fun. It might be my favorite part. Okay, so when I rinse out the shampoo, I use my hands, as you see there, because I want to make sure I don't leave any behind, because it's not good. So I get it all over my face and my chest and everything, because I'm just kind of messy. I'm not gonna even lie. Wish I was some organized person, but it's not me. So I use my hands to help just kind of squeeze it out and just make the process go a teensy bit faster. If you will, listen to my songs, sing along, whatever it is. There's a reason that I mute this part. Okay, so once I get my hair and myself clean, my hair, if I do the second wash, now I've noticed this, when I do my second wash, my hair is pretty squeaky, and if I only wash it once, it's not as squeaky. And so when I'm just looking for that kind of intense deep clean, I definitely want the second wash. But if I'm not looking for that, one's usually good enough. And so just a little tip there. So I also like to go ahead and part my hair before I do my deep conditioning hair mask. And that just kind of came from before, when I was doing the sea moss hair gel and that thing there. Okay. I didn't want to have to touch my hair much or manipulate it much after I got out of the shower, because I felt like it made me more frizzy, because I felt like my hair was more persnickety and picky when I was still dealing with so much damage. And so I just got used
why did I say that twice? Whatever. I just got used to just parting it in the shower before I put my conditioner in, because for a wash and go, I just wanted to condition it in the same shape or same style, direction, whatever, that I was going to wear it in. And that's just what I did there. Okay. So I'm going to saturate my hair again, because it starts to dry even though I'm in the shower again, because I'm high porosity. So I get it parted. I go ahead and saturate the hair. I decided that the part's good enough because I'm humming hot over it, and then I kind of split it where I have an equal amount of hair on each side. And once I've decided that I'm happy with the amounts on each side, I take one side and I just put it up in a clip to get it out of the way. So I'm just kind of unhindered and working on the other side. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so that's there and being defined and difficult. Your hair is like its owner. Okay, so this is the side that I'm going to start with. And I just want to go ahead and just really get that saturated. And once I do that, I reach for my deep conditioning hair mask. It's called Twilight Tempest. She is definitely one of my all-time favorites of all the products that I've ever made. That there she is. One of my that's what she looks like. Very thick consistency. She's thick, y'all. And so it's full of oils and butters, and is definitely one of the thickest products that I make. But despite all her thickness, she got a lot of slip still. I cannot make a conditioner without tons of slip, because my hair really needs that in order to detangle, because I don't detangle separately. Whatever I'm using to condition my hair with, I'm detangling with it. So I thoroughly saturated my hair, even threw my hair into there one more time, and then I just took what I took out of the jar, and you saw that amount, I already showed you, and I just start finger combing it through my hair. I don't do a full-on finger detangle here, but I'm just combing it through because I just want to make sure that the conditioner is touching like every single strand. And so I've said before, I feel like if I didn't live in a place with such hard water, I probably wouldn't need the hair mask every week. That's the Umbrush, okay, making its appearance. Now, the Umbrush mixed with my conditioners is where it's at. It is the dynamic duo, and it still does well with other brushes, I'm gonna tell you, and even finger detangling. But I have just personally found that the Umbrush just makes it so much faster. And so my little technique that I use is I start at the bottom, obviously, and work my way up. But then as I brush down, I like to follow along with my fingers and pull it through. So brush and then fingers pull through, brush and then pull through with the fingers. And I feel like that just really gets my hair. I mean, look at how fast I'm going through it. I left the whole thing in here for y'all, so y'all can actually see how long it doesn't take me to detangle my hair. But yeah, that's my method. I brush and then finger comb right behind it, because I feel like I can test for myself that way how good a job the Umbrush is doing. Because if I brush it through and then my fingers is still snagging horribly, then it ain't really doing its job, right? So that's kind of the method behind it. I just feel like overall it gives me the best detangling. And so I'm gonna just show you this last part. Look, this is already the entire half of my head that I've already completed, y'all. I'm just saying, I created these products, especially the conditioners, because when I was a little girl, me and my mother really used to just fight, have it out every single solitary wash day. Like my dad thought she was trying to kill me, or either that I was excessively dramatic. It probably just depending on the day, because I would be screaming for my life because my hair, y'all, is so incredibly tangly. And so I know, I'm being a type 4 girly, curly, coily, and kinky, and that's, to be expected. We struggle with that, but they think that if you don't have the tightest of tightest curls and kinks, that you don't fight with this. That's a whole lie. I just want you to know that my hair has literally broken off combs and brushes. I literally was detangling my hair one time. Now this was a long time ago, okay, a decade, 2 decades, and the top of the comb literally flew across the room. Like, I know what it's like to struggle. I'm gonna go ahead and do this other side. I'm gonna go ahead and saturate that, because as you could see, it was drying, despite the fact that it did not take me any time to detangle that other side. I did not pause or stop or edit. This is all real time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and really just do the same thing that I just did, which is saturate the hair, get a hunk out of product out of the jar, comb it all through my hair with my fingers, and go in with that brush. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, my hair, the tangles galore. Like, and I'm tender-headed. That's why I used to be screaming and crying when my mom, poor woman, was trying to wash and detangle my hair, because it was just nightmarish, y'all. Like, I am extremely tender-headed and have the audacity to have all this tangly hair. And so when I was creating my products, I really went into it with the mindset that I didn't want me or anyone else to have to fight through wash day, struggle through wash day, take hours upon hours, because it used to take me hours upon hours just to detangle my hair. I'm like, don't nobody need that. We can live the good life, y'all. We can. And it really starts with just formulating these products that are, meant to deal with our hair type and the tangles and the torture, okay? And just make it easy. I just want to make my life easy, your life easy. I've gotten to the point where I love wash day. Like, I look forward to it. And it's really all because I've made products that make my life and yours more convenient. And I know my coach, she kind of looked at me crazy the first time I told her I loved wash day. And then she tried the products and she understood. Now, she still don't love it as much as me. That's because she does mostly twist outs, individual twists, so she's taking a lot longer to do the styling part, but which is why I don't do that anymore, because I'm lazy. I mentioned that earlier in the video. I know I did, but it's just simply that I just really feel like it makes it so that I have the opportunity to love and appreciate my hair better when I don't feel like I have to fight with it. I don't have to fight with it. It doesn't have to be difficult or dastardly or any bad or any of that stuff. Ain't no bad hair. All our hair is incredible. And so these products just help us realize it a little better. That's where I'm at with it. And so, like, yeah, I'd be ready to leap in the shower and have my wash day. I'd be thrilled. I'd be excited. That's why y'all be seeing me in the shower ecstatic and singing and acting a fool, because I love, this is my self-care, y'all. And definitely this conditioner, and really all of them have incredible slip, have made it so that's possible. So yeah, I'm pretty much to the end of this detangling session here. Again, how long did it take? Not much time at all. And so I go through and make sure I really get that back, because that's the most tangled part. And once I get through playing around with that, because after a while I feel like I just be glorified just playing in it, because I like the feel of the hair. Okay. And then I just, comb through a little bit more, and then I just take it and do just a big twist. You saw me do it on the other side, and I'm gonna just do it on this side. Just take it and do one big twist. I used to do like a big bantu knot, but that just used to annoy the living crap out of me, because they stopped staying up there. I don't know if my hair got too thick, too long, whatever, but they was like, we don't care about you. So I decided I don't care about them. That's a tangent, my bad. So I just take the extra conditioner that's wanting to like drip off my hair and off my hands and waste not, want not. Okay, that don't need to go down the drain just yet. I can add that to my hair. That's right. So here I'm just going through my trusty brush, and I'm just pulling out the little bit of shed hair that I lost. When I say a little bit, I'm gonna just show you this is all that's my entire head, y'all. That's it. That is all I lost. And so I let it sit about 20-ish minutes. And for low porosity, I have my son sit under the dryer for like 30, the hooded dryer. But I don't typically sit under heat. I don't really feel like I need it. But no matter what hair type you are, if you like sitting in the dryer, go ahead, do it. Don't let me hold you back. I just don't. I spend it, doing something else. And then after about the 20-minute mark, I go ahead and give it a rinse, and my hair just feels so nice, so soft. Oh my God. I just felt I took my son from under the dryer this past weekend and was rinsing his hair out, and I was just gushing. I was like, let me toot my own horn because your hair feels incredible. It was just so soft. Let me stop interrupting myself. I actually finished a word and a sentence anyway. So I like to go through and just make sure I get it nicely rinsed out. I used to only leave it in for 10 or 15, but I feel like 20 for me is just like, where is that? And for him, I leave him under the dryer for 30. I'm repeating myself and trying to tell you that I'm sorry. But yeah, I really just love how my hair looks and feels so incredibly moisturized by the time I'm done rinsing this out. A far cry from how it looked after I rinsed out. Oopsie, how there was a fly that tried to attack me and I hit my microphone anyway. So a far cry from how it looked after I rinsed my hair out from that second wash. It's so smooth and just moisturized. Yes, I love it. Okay. And so, I mean, and moisture is like a big, huge deal to me because, you know, me being high porosity, I'd be struggling trying to keep it. I do rinse my hair out with cool water, not cold. It's like close to room temperature. Let me say it's about close to room temperature. It's like definitely on the cooler side, but not cold because I can't do that. So look at that. I'm just saying, the hair just looks so moisturized, so healthy. Look at those curls. I wish stuff would stop ringing while I'm trying to do a voiceover. Oh my God.
Okay, done with all that. Today I'm doing a wash and go with my test custard, which is really at this point I feel like a test in name because I really love the stuff and the people that I asked to test it love the stuff, and so a general consensus is we love the stuff. I am just testing to see what other stuff it works in. So the first time I tried it, I did not do a full YouTube video. It's like a short somewhere there. Okay, and I did it with my leave-in. Did the spray, moisturizing spray, leave-in. Custard is over here somewhere. Just got it from the kitchen. Custard. Okay. So my bottle was never full. I gave myself the emptiest one and gave everybody else the full ones. It's not a bottle, it's a jar. Whatever. Okay. First, what I'm gonna do is I might try to fix this part. I mean, it's not horrific, okay, but y'all know that this is my nemesis, okay? And you know what? That's fixed enough. One and done. Okay. My hair's been drying as I've been standing here. I know y'all see it. So I'm just gonna start off. This is Mysterious Magnificence, my moisturizing aloe vera spray. Wait, see, guess what I get? I talk too much. I split my hair in half. I know it seems like there's more on this side, but I just take more from the back to sort of, you know, even it out and make it so there's an equal amount. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna take this half and put it up. Just get it out the way. This has been my new extra lazy wash and go process. Now I can get away with being this lazy as a natural because I don't really have dense hair, right? I guess it's not super fine, but it's not really dense. That I don't have that, and so I don't have to do my hair in a whole lot of different. Okay, rude. One more time. I don't have to do a lot of different sections because I just don't have really dense hair. I think really dense hair is pretty, but I know that I was made without it because I'm lazy and I don't really want to do the due diligence that is required, okay, because it's an investment of time. Okay, so here we go. I started doing this when we were out in Florida because I was washing and rinsing my hair often because we were swimming a lot. Okay, so adding the spray. I add enough so I get the foaming action. This is not a mousse like that. It's a moisturizing spray that when I start raking it with my fingers, it foams like so. I'm gonna do something a little different. I have been wetting my hair before I add, like between every single step, because you saw my hair drying. That's what it does. And I maybe should have wanted to wet it before I put it on this half, but I didn't. So we gonna see. This really helps with the frizz and definition of my hair anyway, which is what, you know, the water helps do as well, because moisture. I'm looking for moisture. I have been spraying the water on before and after the moisturizing spray, but maybe I only need it like before or after. We're gonna do after today since I forgot to do it before. So where's my water bottle? Here it is. So yeah, I started doing it in, you know, halves instead of fourths because that's what I was doing in Florida to just be quicker about it. And I realized that it still looked good enough for me. I'm not really, like, I like definition, but I'm not like that toxic level obsessed that some people get. Come for me if you want to, but that's, we should talk about the toxicity in the natural hair community, because it is there. I'm okay with it not being extra super defined. Some definition is great, some volume is great, though I have done where it was a ton of definition, and I have done some where all I had was volume. Either way, it still look good. So I'm just gonna accept my little hair here for what it is. Okay, so moving right along, this week I am doing my curly concoction styling cream again. Now, I did it last week and I did not like the results, but I think I didn't like the results because I used too much. So like, I don't need a whole lot. It's very, you can see it yourself, it's super thick. Okay, so yeah, here I am just measuring out so I don't get too much. Okay, I smeared the sun, but that's where I am. So I'm just gonna rub it in between my hands and then just gonna apply it. I did it more than twice as much last week. Like, it was outrageous. I don't know what I was thinking. Sometimes less really is more. So I just want to take this and thoroughly incorporate it. As I was doing my low porosity sense hair last night, I was realizing that you know, really thoroughly incorporating the products in the hair does make a difference. Because when I like run, his hair is much shorter, so like also it's a challenge for me to figure out how to do hair that's much shorter than mine. Because when my hair was like bob length, really short, I didn't really do it natural. Not like this, because my hair just didn't wash and go. It was way too damaged. So I know what I was doing. This looks like this incorporated pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and add more water. Okay, high porosity. If you're low porosity, you probably don't need this. Now, it doesn't take me as long to style his hair because it's much shorter, but I also did not add a bunch of water in between adding product. I was testing some products. He is lovely, okay, in that he allows me to test products in his hair, gel, custard, foam. He doesn't care. He's so sweet. So he's like, sure, you can. It's fine. And I'm like, if it turns out like crap, we'll just get it out of there. I'll fix it. You know I'll do right by him. So, okay, I added water. I don't know if I need to add more. I don't know if you can really do too much on high porosity hair, but anyway, because his hair still be dripping because he's low porosity. I already said that, didn't I? Okay, so I think this is good. I'm gonna go ahead and add this custard. That's what it looks like. It's like a thin-ish consistency type, which is what I was actually going for when I made it. So it's like how much I'm gonna start with, and we're gonna see if that's gonna be enough. I often find myself just adding more. I've seen some people, they're really heavy-handed, so I don't think I'm as heavy-handed as I think or thought, but I use quite a bit, probably more for a low porosity person, because I found that for him I have to use far less stuff on his hair to get it, you know, incorporated in the hair. And if I put too much, then he ends up with a bunch of white flakes and stuff. If I were high density, I would definitely do sections, more sections than this. But I just kind of cheat, and I put some on the inside as well. This is my more coarse side. I have more trouble getting this side defined and keeping it defined, especially up here. The only thing so far that's been able to hold those frizzies down has been my super strong hold. It's not even super strong hold, but strong hold gel. Because even this, it does a decent job. You know, I used to have a sea moss gel, but I don't have that anymore. And it did a nice enough job, but it didn't hold the frizzy down up here either. So I think I've incorporated this Brillo pad here. Right here is always defiant. It is attempting to become less Brillo paddy. I think I've just been beating it into submission. So a while back, I had seen another YouTuber like just put a little, they were in the shower when they did it, but they would just get a little water in their hair and just kind of, you know, kind of flick it on here. I'm just doing a little rubbing. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point, trying to tell you that I'm sorry. So anyway, so this side is pretty much done. And then I'm going to take that clip that's here. I'm looking for it. It's in my hair. That's what I be talking about, y'all. So I just take it and I just put it on the hair like that and get it out of the way so I don't get the hair all mixed up and confused when I'm adding. I do it right. Hold on. When I'm adding the product. I'm trying to make sure I get this hair. There we go. Close enough. So y'all see, look at this. High porosity city. Okay? Just wanting to dry. I have not been standing here this long. Okay, so I'm gonna re-wet this. I want it sopping wet, okay? Water is the key. One of the keys. to a good wash and go. I mean, I feel like there are a lot of things. Water is definitely at the top of the list. I like to rake it through with my fingers and then just add more until I get it looking like what I feel like it should look like before I start adding the first product. Okay, so look how I run all my words together. Sorry if I'm talking too fast. I'm bad about that, and I'm doing it again. Okay, so, so anyway, you want lots of water, moisture. Water is moisture, and you want that. You want lots of that. And so my hair, it soaks up all the moisture before I can even do anything because it's high porosity and it's hateful. So I'm just gonna re-wet it until it's pretty much to the, to the state where it's sopping wet again. And a good wash and go is more than just products though. It's your process, it's how you add your products, it's when you add your products, how much of your products. I found that out several times. You can have too much or too little. And consistency, because I promise you my hair did not wash and go at first. It just would not do it. I did not have no, like what curl pattern. It was like all over the place. I looked like I had about 15 people's, different heads of hair on my head. And yeah, that was it. And so consistently sticking with it, even when it's not turning out the greatest, or I'm not feeling the results, I just keep going. Eventually, I got to the point where I could not just get a wash and go, but a good wash and go with different types of products. And I also had to work on not being afraid of letting my hair just be my hair. Like, it don't have to look like other people's hair. That's why I don't care about the letter numbering system, because let me tell you, I'm 4B, I think. And A or B, I don't know. And I'm gonna tell you, my mom fought. My hair has broken combs and brushes. The level of tangle, the level of difficulty. High porosity hair is absolutely, it's no joke. Just figuring it out has been a journey in itself. But once I figured out, going in with the moisturizing spray again, once I figured out my hair type, porosity, that's what I'm talking about when I talk about hair type. My hair flourished like crazy. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but there are people that think that porosity doesn't matter. I think those are medium or normal porosity people. It doesn't matter for them. They can use them near any product. The assistant can. He can use he uses my products for my coarse type 4 hair. And he's like a 2 something probably. He uses my products and his hair looks good actually, not gonna lie. But my point is, porosity matters. He's got normal medium porosity. It almost doesn't matter what he uses and all that other stuff. But I'm gonna assure you that it highly mattered for me and my son, and we're complete opposite porosities. He is low, and I'm high. And my products don't work. My leave-in products, like, it's the leave-in conditioner that I feel like is the biggest difference. He cannot use mine and I cannot use his. It does not work. My hair acts like I put nothing in it, and if I put it on his hair, mine on his hair, it just sits on top of his hair. So yeah, and also the processes that you have to use to style that hair. Heat helps to style. It's a miracle worker for his hair. Getting products to absorb into his hair with heat is incredible. Okay, so I'm not gonna add water right now since I did it beforehand, and I'm gonna go in with my styling cream again. I don't know, maybe this much. Is that how much I used last time? A teeny smidge, but I'm scared to use any more because it's wrong. Okay, so there we go. And I'm just gonna put that on top like that. And I'm just gonna rub this in. So yeah, porosity absolutely matters. If it doesn't matter to you, cool. You probably don't have high or low porosity. If you do the test though, which is really, you take a strand of hair that's dry with no product on it, you put it in a glass of water. If it sinks immediately, you're high porosity. If it doesn't sink, you're low porosity. I had a friend try it a long time ago when I was trying to recommend products for her. Her hair sat in the cup forever and never sank. And then I gave her my lightweight leave-in and her hair has never looked better, okay? She put, you'll believe me, she put a review on the website. Go check it out. What a picture of her fabulous hair. Okay, moving right along. So I got this in here. I'm going to add more water. So this side, like I said, it don't even look like it needs extra water like the other side did, because it's just not as defiant. It's not as hateful. I think the hair is just more fine though, and it's easier to define over here. Okay, so anyway, I'm going in with the custard. Okay, rubbing it in between my hands a little. And I make sure I get this top. Like, I make sure I get the ends too, don't get me wrong, but Like up here, it just be wanting to act a fool, freeze up, look stupid, make me look stupid. Like, I don't know what I ever did to you, but let's be on the same team. I do rake it all through. Do I want to put more on? I don't. It looks pretty good as is, right? But then a lot of times with this side being softer, I'll get it to dry and then I'm like, I should have added more. Just a teeny bit, right? Okay. I like the way it's looking. Yeah, I like the way it's looking and I think it looks Let's be repeating myself. Okay, so this side is still looking pretty good, surprisingly. So yeah, I'm gonna wipe my hands off because they got a little messy. I've gotten a little messy. Okay, wait, want to spray on this little water like I did the other side. And it's just really to smooth it out. Next week, because I also have a foam I'm testing, and my boy, he let me test out the custard. I did the custard and then I did the foam on top. Why did I try a foam? Because I kind of thought I would never attempt that. But then my friend, the same friend that had the low porosity hair, that put the review up the site, was like, you got a cream? I like cream. I mean, she was like, cream. Foam? You got a foam? I like foams. I was like, I could try to figure out foam. So I did some research and stuff and put the formulation together for a water-based foam. And I actually tested it out the first time and put the video. It's a short on YouTube. Okay, let me take this clip out. There we go. This is pretty good, y'all. The definition, yeah? Okay, let's see. Anyway, so next week, if I can stop interrupting myself long enough to finish a sentence, I am going to do the custard. This week will determine if I'm going to go back to using the custard with the leave-in or if I'm going to stick with the styling cream. And then after I decide that, I'm going to try next week to do a foam on top like I did with my son. His hair turned out really well. His curls was popping. He has such beautiful hair. Okay, anywho, I'm gonna diffuse this now. Stop talking and diffuse. And I may sit under the dryer if it takes forever to diffuse, because the first time I did it, it did take forever. So we'll see. Either way, I'm gonna come back when it's dry. Okay, I'm dry finally. I diffused for like ever. I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. I should have timed it, but I didn't. And then my hair still wasn't drying fast enough for me because I'm impatient, and so I sat under there, put a dryer for like 30 minutes. I mean, no, that's a lie. Oh, I just lied to y'all. 15 minutes. Okay, so now I'm gonna stretch my hair. Stupid attachment fell off. I'm like, what? So to stretch my hair, I take a section, okay? And last week I did it with the Red Bear. But this week I'm just gonna do it my normal way, just to make sure, okay? So take it and stretch like this. Hold the bottom. Don't stretch the bottom. At least when I use it. High heat, high air. That's also what I use to diffuse. And then we're just gonna do a stretch, okay? Okay, there we are. So it's all stretched. I'm just gonna move on to the next section. And I just do this all the way around. I'll show you when I'm done. It's stretched. This is the stretched look. It is really soft. I don't know if that's good or bad. This is definitely a more medium hold product than the other one. The strong hold, yeah, because that's in the name. Okay, so I'm gonna fluff my roots and stop talking gibberish. Okay, so I just take my pick and slide it in and lift up the roots some, because otherwise I just think it lays a little flat. Lies a little flat. It looks a little flat to me. Obviously not too much. Don't want to ruin the whole style. That's good enough, I think. Okay, and I'll go in on the other side. I don't take a lot of time doing this. This is not some extensive process. Since my hair isn't as dense, you know, sometimes I feel like it could stand to look a little fuller. Typically with wash and goes, I don't really do this when I do like a twist out. I just lift the parts, the sections where you can see where I made the parts, because I don't like the way that looks. But other than that, I don't lift them much then. So overall, I'm loving the initial results. It looks, my hair does not really shine like that. One, because it's brown, and I don't know if high porosidiness has anything to do with it, but it's really hard for me to get my hair to have a shine. Like, so I love that it looks like super moisturized. The definition is very nice. I can't complain there. Anyway, I'm doing 360. Just turn around, see what the whole thing looks like. There we go. So yeah, like I said, I'm happy with it, and I think those are my final thoughts on this. So, lip gloss. Hope you like today's lip gloss. It is dark mauve. I don't ever know if I'm saying that right. It's this one. And I don't know, it's one of my favorites. It's just a pretty dark purpley-ish color. And I'm a fan. Up close. There we go. All right. So, yeah, one of my mini glitter glosses. I just like to play around. I've always loved gloss ever since I was like high school, maybe younger. So it's no surprise that I ended up wanting to make some because I'm just a fan. I love them. So anyway, that's that. That's in the description. Every product that I used today was, what fragrance was the Tropical Fantasy. How could I forget? No, actually, every product but one. The styling cream, the strawberry patchouli. And it takes me forever to get through the styling cream because it's so thick. You've seen it. And so, but I decided I wanted to change the rest of the fragrances before I was out. Because it take me 6 months to be out. So the rest of Tropical Fantasy, which is my current favorite fragrance, and that's actually my newest fragrance. I just love the way it smells. My whole bathroom smells delicious. And when my son uses it, it sits under the jar. The whole kitchen smells like Tropical Fantasy, and I want a pina colada. I'm just saying. Anyway, I also have a multitude of other fragrances. I have what I got: lavender, peppermint, spearmint, eucalyptus. I have a apple fragrance, which is also lovely. The wonderful lemon pound cake that has stood the test of time, and the Tropical Fantasy, which is my current favorite. And then I also have unscented now. So I know people can be really sensitive to fragrances. I wanted to be sensitive to that, and so offering now unscented in the hair products. Alrighty, and then also if you're just interested in just taking a more hands-on approach, more calculated approach to your hair health, hair growth, hair journey, whatever it is you're doing with your hair right now, check out my hair journal planner. It's really awesome. It really just helps you take control, making a plan for what you want to do with your hair, and spots to take notes and do research and all that other kind of stuff. If that fits you, check it out. If not, don't. Either way, no pressure. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you hanging out with me and all of my crazy shenanigans. And I will see you next time.